Now exclusive controversial slogans inside the JNU campus over the protests on Sharjeel and Umar Khalid. Now, yesterday, the Supreme Court rejected the bail applications of Umar Khalid as well as Sharjeel Imam, after which protests broke out. But in these protests, there were some dangerous slogans that were raised, including Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi. Listen in. My colleague Kritika joins us on the broadcast with the details. Kritika, slogans that were heard in JNU, Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi, these were the chants. What are the details?
Yes, Pratibha. So last night at 9 p.m., the JNU SU, the JNU Student Union, which is right now completely headed by left parties, had called for a protest to remember 5 years of violence that they claimed was inflicted upon left parties by ABVP as well as the RSS, BJP, ABVP nexus is what they had called it. And in this protest, we've seen that even these slogans come up, slogans to the tune of Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi, JNU ki dharti par. These were also heard. This happened at the Gorilla Dhaba. As per the invite that was sent out, a lot of people had joined in from left parties as well, and they were protesting. This also comes in on the day wherein Sharjeel Imam and Umar Khalid, the two accused in the Delhi riots larger conspiracy case, were denied bail by the Supreme Court. Remember, the Supreme Court had said while granting bail to the 5 other accused that these two stand at a different footing, and we've seen such slogans.
Stay with us, Kritika. We have breaking updates coming in. I'll come back to you in just a moment. We have breaking updates now coming in. In a mega Times Now impact, the Delhi police has now taken note of the JNU slogans. No formal complaint has been filed yet. The police officials, though, are seeking details on this sloganeering at the JNU campus. In fact, the Delhi police have now said that a verification process is currently underway. So the Delhi police has sought details of the JNU sloganeering, and the Delhi police officials have said that they are aware of the slogans being raised. No formal complaint has been lodged yet, but the police officials are seeking details and looking at the veracity of this. My colleague Priyank Tripathi joins us on the broadcast with the details. So, Priyank, have the police officials confirmed the sloganeering? We just played out as well. Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi. These were the chants that were heard. What are the Delhi police officials saying about this?
See, Pratibha, certainly it's a major Times Now impact where the Delhi police has taken cognizance of this particular video. Because last night we showed it to our viewers that what was actually happening inside the campus was a very wrong thing, which showed that anti-PM as well as Amit Shah chant were made. So constitutional bodies were attacked by making these kind of chant. Today in the morning, the Delhi police officials have sought detail from the JNU administration. Because it is very important that since this incident has happened inside the campus, they need to get further detail from the campus administration. And what the senior officials have also told it to me, that they have not got any kind of formal complaint from the JNU administration. Probably the convocation process, convocation is going to be held shortly at the campus. That's why most of the officials have been busy in that. But it is quite clear that yesterday at this dhaba, which is known as Gorilla Dhaba, there were many protesters who came, and the call was also made on the social media platform, which is related to the JNUSU, which was certainly claiming that the Supreme Court travesty of justice should be condemned, and the bail denial to Umar Khalid and Shajir Rimal Imam should be, questioned by these individuals. In this particular message, which was circulated on the social media platform, which was certainly for the JNUSU, they had claimed that we welcome the decision of the Supreme Court of granting bail to Gulfisha Fatima, Miran Haider, Saifullah Rahman, and Muhammad Salim Khan and Sadab Ahmed. However, the denial of bail of Umar Khalid and Shajir Imam in the same bench showed the travesty of justice, and the order comes after the inordinately of long delay of hearing of the bail and the application, and then finally dismiss the constitution as well as the democratic right. So these were the clear-cut message which was circulated from the JNUSU. So it is quite clear, Pratibha, that this was a protest which was called by the JNUSU, so they cannot deny their involvement in this particular chanting of slogan which has happened inside the campus. This was certainly a grim reminder of what we saw in Kanhaiya Kumar and other cases where we saw that Tukre Tukre slogans were raised. But now this kind of slogan that Modi and Shah Teri Kabar Khudegi being made from the JNUSU students itself is very alarming. What my sources have told me that the Joint Secretary Danish as well as Secretary Sunil of the JNUSU were also present on the location when these slogans were raised. So certainly trouble seems to be mounting up for the JNUSU students who have certainly not only taken law in their hand by making these kind of slogans, but that can also account to a cognizable offense in the BNS. So now we are awaiting that whether there will be any kind of complaint from the JNUSU side or not. We know that AVP will come up and they might give the complaint to the Delhi police, and the Delhi police might have to work on that. But since this incident has happened inside the campus, it is the responsibility from the JNU administration to file a legal complaint before the Delhi police, because they are the law enforcing agency. They are competent enough to probe the veracity of this particular video. So there's a long process which is going to start. But the shocking and the alarming thing is that this video, which has been exclusively shot by the Times Network, is clearly showing that nothing has changed much about the mentality of these individuals who are being taught at the JNU campus is concerned. It's almost 8 years since the time those slogans were raised inside the campus, claiming Tukre Tukre, which led to them claiming and coming out in open and trying to show their solidarity in support of Hima. The kind of slogan which has been raised in the campus, their own students being inside prison, Supreme Court denying them bail, their involvement in the kind of riot which happened in the 2020 is certainly an alarming thing. And now once again, them coming out and claiming that they will do Tukre Tukre at the campus premises. They've been saying that isi zameen pe tumhari kabar khudegi. It's a very, very alarming thing for which senior officials have sought detail from the JNUSU. Let's see what happens further.
Okay. All right, because these are not mere protests that are taking place. These are murderous chants that are being chanted in the campus of the JNU. Priyam, do stay with us. Let's play out these murderous chants in the garb of protest. This is at the JNU campus. After anti-Modi slogans were raised at the JNU, the BJP has called it the anti-India mindset. Now, this is after protests broke out in the JNU campus, and during these protests, Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi, these were the slogans that were raised. The BJP has now said that this is the anti-India mindset. Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP has taken to social media and he has written these chants. These are chants at the JNU campus saying Modi Shah ki kabar khudegi, JNU ki dharti par. This is what the students were seen chanting. Going on to say, urban Naxals in support of anti-national Omar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam protested late night in JNU outside the Sabarmati hostel. This is not protest. This is the appropriation of anti-India thought. Intellectual terrorists can be academics, doctors or engineers. This is what the BJP has gone on to say. We have a reaction coming in from BJP Shehzad Poonawalla as well. Listen in.
After the Sharjeel Umar verdict, the left Congress ecosystem has completely lost it. Whole day we have seen how they have opposed the Supreme Court verdict, whether it is Vrinda Karat, whether it is Prithviraj Chavan, Udit Raj, Hussain Dalwai, they have come out and called Umar and Sharjeel innocent. And now we are seeing how slogans have been chanted inside JNU by Congress left student ecosystem saying Modi Shah teri kabar khudegi JNU ki dharti par. It shows that they have crossed all limits. It shows that how these people, they are the ones who call Naxalis as Shaheed. When Afzal was convicted, they said, Afzal hum sharminda hai, tere qatil zinda hai. They pleaded for Yaqub Memon. They are the ones who celebrate when CRPF Jawans are killed. And now when Umar and Sharjeel, somebody who has said that the chicken's neck should be cut off, they have been denied bail. Supreme Court has found prima facie evidence against them. Then they are wishing death and they are threatening death to the Prime Minister and Home Minister.
My colleague Mohit Bhatt joins us on the broadcast with the details. And Mohit, we're seeing the BJP reaction saying this is the anti-India mindset. And concerns have also been raised because these are not mere protests against the Supreme Court verdict. And no doubt, Supreme Court also made some observations about the role of Omar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam in the Delhi riots. But in protesting against that, these are murderous chants being raised at the JNU campus.
Pratibha, we need to clearly distinguish between the protests and such slogans being raised. In a democracy, every citizen has a right to criticize the government, or if they may not like the verdict coming out of the court, they can come out, they can criticize, they can oppose, they can protest, they can raise slogans. But slogans like wishing death upon the Prime Minister or the Home Minister is something which is shocking, and in garb of free speech, this cannot be tolerated. And perhaps that is why what we see is that BJP has come out all guns blazing at the certain ecosystem who has wished death upon the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. We have seen that reactions coming in from Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson of the BJP, and he clearly states that this is the anti-India mindset. And also the BJP has come out and stated that this is not an isolated incident. We have seen that how various opposition political parties, they have come out and they have raised such questions, but then these kind of slogans are something which are
protests are turning into these murderous chants, and like you mentioned, it has happened multiple times. My apologies, I'll come back to you in just a moment. We have Mr. Tom Vadakkan of the BJP as well on the broadcast. Mr. Tom Vadakkan, what do you have to say about these protests? They claim to be protesting against the Supreme Court verdict on Omar Khalid, but these are murderous chants against the Prime Minister and Home Minister on the campus.
Their free speech ends where their protest is about the Supreme Court or the Prime Minister. These elements need to be jailed. They are not students. They are there to create disturbance in our country. Action should be taken. Police must spring into action, arrest all of them, and ensure peace returns to the university campus. Campus is not for nation breakers or people who insult the Prime Minister. They need action. A message must go that this kind of thing will not be accepted in our state of a democracy.
Okay, all right. In fact, the Delhi police has also now taken cognizance. And we've seen this multiple times as well, isn't it, Mr. Tom Vadakkan? Because previously as well, in the political rallies as well, we've seen these chants being raised. And time and again, the parties have also trivialized it by saying that these are individual voices. There is no condemnation that has come in, cutting across party lines against these murderous chants, isn't it?
This ecosystem is functioning in the national capital. Action should be taken, and you remember, under the charge of pollution, they started sloganeering of this kind. They do it every time. They have a cover, cover sort of that they're protesting against pollution or whatever. But the reality is these are elements, these are urban Naxals whom action needs to be taken. And there's no compromise on that. And I think whether they are on the protest line in Janpat or wherever they are, they need to be picked up and be told the rule of the law will prevail.
All right, Mr. Tomarakan, thank you for joining us. For those who are saying that these are mere protests, take a look at what happened at the JNU campus. So, Mohit, the protests that are taking place, are we seeing the same playbook again? These slogans that are being raised at the JNU campus with the students claiming this is just a protest?
Well, Pratibha, as I clearly mentioned earlier, this is not a protest. You have right to protest. You can criticize the government, you can criticize the policies, but wishing that upon Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country is kind of inciting violence, is kind of something which should not be tolerated. Now, as you rightly pointed out, that the Delhi police has taken the cognizance of the matter after Times Now has been relentlessly showing that how such chants were being raised at the JNU. So we have to wait and watch whether an action would be taken or not, because as per the police sources, as of now, no formal complaint has been filed, but then video is out in the public domain, so they might take an action. Now, when it comes to politics of it, BJP is coming out, they are slamming this anti-India mindset and very inciting slogans that were being made, and the BJP says the action needs to be taken. So we have to wait and watch that what exactly the other opposition parties, Pratibha, will have to say on this, because they cannot come out and in garb of freedom of speech, in garb of the right to protest, they cannot wish that upon the Prime Minister, and that is where the BJP is hitting out at the certain ecosystem and also at the other opposition parties who are silent on this.
Because it's now time to take a stand, because these stands are unacceptable. Let's get our viewers more breaking updates coming in. After these controversial slogans were raised in the JNU, top sources have revealed to Times Now that key student leaders were also present during this so-called protest. The JNU Student Union Joint Secretary was at the spot. Kritika getting us these details. The officials are currently examining the role of the student leaders as well. The left-wing organizations were at the spot. So students, student leaders, all present there, Mohit, and the student leaders who have been elected by the students there were also very much part of this protest. That's what sources are indicating.
Well, it's in fact, and that is the responsibility of these student leaders, because they are elected leaders and they are part of the JNU SU, and hence it's their responsibility also that the protest should not go out of the hand. Such slogans should not be raised. So as we were saying, that according to the sources, as Kritika has reported, that certain student leaders were present over there. We have to wait and watch whether they will be called for questioning, what exactly was their role, and we have to wait and watch what action Delhi police would be taking. But yes, BJP is hitting out at the left ecosystem, as BJP says, saying that you have right to protest, but you cannot wish that upon the Prime Minister, and this is clearly inciting violence against the Prime Minister and the Home Minister of the country. And JNU is one of the most premier institutions of the country. It's the hub of education, and such slogans in JNU is something which is very shocking, and the BJP says action needs to be taken. Back to you.
Okay, all right. So the students have been claiming that this is a protest against the Supreme Court order on Omar Khalid and Sharjeel Imam, and we'll play out what the Supreme Court has said as well while rejecting the bail pleas, the observations that have been made by the top court. But listen in to how the students claim to be protesting against this. Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP also joins us on the broadcast. And Pradeep, is this a mere protest as the students are claiming? Sources have also suggested that even student leaders were present during this so-called protest.
Well, this is exactly and precisely the urban Naxal thought and the urban Naxal thinking, which tomorrow becomes an Umar Khalid and a Sharjeel Imam. This is not right to dissent. This is not right to protest. This is right of an appropriation of an anti-national soch. And this is exactly what tomorrow becomes intellectual terrorism. We appeal to the JNU administration to take due process of law and to take action against these individuals who are not mere students or activists. They exactly are the seeds of intellectual terrorists of tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Pradeep, thank you for joining us. This is an anti-India protest. The BJP has slammed this mindset, with information now also coming in that student leaders were also present during this protest. And we are seeing that these are the claims being made by the students, that this is a protest against the Supreme Court rejection of the bail to Sharjeel Imam and Omar Khalid. So let's talk about what they are actually protesting against, and also look at the observations that have been made by the top court of the country. Now, the two have been denied bail. The Supreme Court said that evidence points to their central role in planning, mobilization and strategic direction of the 2020 Delhi riots conspiracy. The Supreme Court has said that it believes that the charges seem prima facie credible. While the two stay in jail, 5 of the other accused have been granted bail. The message from the top court was very clear. Sharjeel Imam and Omar Khalid are not like the others. They were sitting at the top of the command chain and were not just peripheral facilitators. Significantly, the door to bail stays shut, at least for another year, or until the protected witnesses have been examined. The former ASG SP Raju, the man who led the 2020 Delhi riots case in the Delhi High Court and the Supreme Court, interpreted this as an admission that the topmost court saw the two as masterminds. Omar Khalid's father, however, called the verdict unfortunate.
The court has considered the role of Sharjeel Imam and Omar Khalid, and they have found them to be the main, court has found them to be the main conspirators or the masterminds, and therefore the bail has been refused to them.
कोई कमेंट नहीं है, नो कमेंट, नो कमेंट, अनफॉर्चुनेट।
देखिए, कंसर्न ये है कि कुछ भी जो भी कहना चाहते हैं वही
नहीं, कुछ नहीं कहना है, जो जजमेंट आगे आपके सामने है उसमें क्या कहने की जरूरत है।
It's now time for us to slip into a short break here. We'll be right back. To stay with us.